Lifetime Wishes Challenge, Sims 3. Alright, it's spring. My girl is the first one woke. And I believe today is graduation day for the quads. By the end of the last episode, I did receive the notice that there are 5 teens in 5 or 6 teens in the game that is ready for graduation. 4 of them has got to be mine. So today, the one thing, since she's gonna have today off, is the graduation, and then I'll bring her back home. What time is it? It's 2:50 in the morning. Maybe we'll start right now. She's going to plant want her to set up her garden. Usually we have 4 of each, and I'm not gonna do it this way, so I'm gonna pause the recording and we'll come right back to the setup of the garden. Okay, now that I've gotten all of the seeds into Sherika's I'm gonna keep doing this, into Read. Sherika's in my Sims 4 show LP, and this is Read. Now that I've gotten all of the seeds into her inventory, I'm gonna show you how I set up my gardening. First off, when I first started gardening, you use the regular plots, the seeds, and then you use the sprinklers to keep their seeds to keep your garden watered. Then it came out with this nice little ditty here, which is the Swift Grow Gardening Station. It came along with the Bohemian setup, and I don't know if y'all know what that is. I would have to go back here and maybe here. This right here, Bohemian Garden. The Swift Grow Gardener came with that, I believe. Let me make sure. If not, no, it didn't. The lights that I'm using came with that. The Stringspiration lights. They're basic. They're a set for wall, and then there's a set for the ceiling. And the lights that I'm using are the Stringspiration for the ceiling. These lights here. Okay. This came with Grandpa. No. This came with it was a lot set. It was a oh man, maybe I can have it on in my world, but there's a gardening set up that is a lot with all of this. It comes with skill books, it comes with these, and it comes with the rooftop greenhouse rooftop lights. The same setup that comes with Sims 4 now, that's a part of the roofing. Well, these were what came with Sims 3. And if you build a building, which is usually in an octagonal shape, you can, or if you built a square, you could put these in as the roof lighting. These were for your octagonal building. And then there's another set right here. So, and I believe the name of the lot is Greenhouse something. Exactly. But yeah, these were set on top of the building, and you would make your greenhouse. And that's what I started using. This Swift Grow. You could put your fertilizer in this item. It only takes 3, and it will fertilize everything that's under it, at least to 1 block around it. So anything that was 1 block outside of it would be fertilized. This thing also waters on a regular basis, so your sim doesn't have to come out, do not have to come out and water the garden individually. This would water everything within 1 block of it. Okay, so and you also have the ability to have your sim come out and talk to the plants, not just one at a time, but the entire group with a megaphone from this. Once your sim puts in the fertilizer, they would turn the crank on the side of this here, and it would fertilize the entire area within 1 block of it. Then later on came the Grandpa lot, which is a 64 by 64 Grandpa garden, which included this tractor trailer and these treads, this track. I'm sorry for leaving you in the dark. But this tractor trailer does watering, it does fertilizing, it does harvesting. And with the fertilizing, it'll do the weeding at the same time. Same with this. When you use the crank, when Reed turns this crank, it will fertilize and weed the garden at the same time. So these two items made gardening. This made gardening easier to do, and usually I would put in 2 of these side by side, one on this end, the other on that end, remembering that everything one from one block outside of it, so both of these would catch whatever was in the middle. And I would need another set of lights over here to help for nighttime gardening, because your sim will come out here and garden with this item here autonomously, but you can't see what they're gardening, what they're doing, because they'll come out here and weed manually, and all you got to do is put the fertilizer in there, and then they'll weed for the whole entire group. So yeah, this is my normal setup for the spring, summer, and fall. By the time winter, towards the end of fall, all of the plants will go dormant except for your money trees. Money trees can be harvested all year round, and this becomes in the winter time, your family members will want to give hay rides on the back of this. This removes, and it becomes an item for hay rides, which they did in one of the earlier shows. So we're ready for gardening. Now I'm gonna go back into the game, and because our lights are up, we can have her come out here and start planting the garden, even at 2 in the morning. I have to come down to the ground because my house is so many levels. And usually what I do is put my trees out that way because I got my fence up. And this fence comes from the carnival lot. I believe it's the circus lot that came with the actual merry-go-rounds, and this is the fence that came with it. It's grass on top. It's a regular wall, regular tile fence, but it's brick on the bottom and grass on the top. So that's the fencing that is around the house. So right now we're gonna have her come out. The first thing I usually do is plant my trees. So we're gonna plant many, and we'll plant, I usually plant 1, 2, 3, 4. So she can come out and start planting. Lemon, we're gonna put a break in between them. 1, 2, 3, 4. What else is a tree? Apple tree. 1, 2, 3. And she can't plant this fourth one. That pole is in the way. So I'm going to just drop that there and remove that. She'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. And I believe we have some money trees. Yeah, we have some money trees. I always keep my money trees just in case. Just in case when we move, I'll have some more money trees to plant. Okay. And then over here will probably be fruit trees from World Adventures, because we'll either be here in Sunset Valley doing World Adventures, or we'll move to a lot that is not involved in the Lifetime Challenge, which would be lots like any lot that did not come with a EP, like Sunset Tides, Lucky Palms, Roaring Heights, the Monte Vista, any other lot, any lot that came within the store, but it did not come with a EP that includes challenges, or lifetime wishes. Like we'll be going to either Twin Brooks or Riverview when it comes to Ambitions, because that's where Ambitions kicked in, along with all of those houses with all of those washers and dryers. I mean, even the smallest house had a washer and dryer. The ones in the swamps had washers and outdoor hangings. If y'all notice, I don't play with a washer and dryer in this house. Why? Because I hate doing laundry in The Sims. Okay, so that'll be the last tree. Okay. And I will actually, since these look like they're starting to wilt or die, yep, they're wilting, I will let her water them so she can go here, take a ride around and water the crops. This, when you originally start putting the tracks together, you can click on this and it will test the tracks. They'll show all green when they're all connected. They'll show red when they're not, and those are the tracks that you need to fix. As you can see, she drives, but she drives extremely slow. But I'm getting ready to pause this because the babies are hungry, and the one person that I know is woke is Rhodesia. Oh no, everybody else seem to be woke. Let's see who goes to work. Well, nobody's going to work today because they're graduating. Sorry you guys didn't get to attend your prom. And this you don't need because I gave you the skills for driving when I as a kid, I believe I gave you the skills for driving, which I'll do with these babies once they become kids. You guys wake them up. Let's see what all they need. They need to go potty. They need to, okay, all three, yeah. So wake up Sojourner, snuggle her, toss her in the air, and then feed on floor. Wake up Jamal, snuggle, tack of the claw, feed on the floor. Wake up Naima, snuggle, tickle her, feed on floor. Mommy, let's finish getting this gardening done before it's time to go out and oh yeah, there's one other option that works extremely well with this, and that is these sunflowers that came along with that came into they were part of the Supernatural, I believe. They were part of Supernatural, I believe they were, along with because they're the dancing flowers that kind of distracted the zombies from tearing up the garden, as well as I also should have the peas that came with Plants versus Zombies add on to Supernatural, and the peas always shot at the zombies. So but these, what they do is they'll put out little bursts of sunlight, and those bursts of sunlight, if used as fertilizer, grows plants instantly. So if you use a number of these at one time, because overnight they grow at least 3 to 4, especially at nighttime when they're sleeping and everything is moving quickly. They'll grow they'll put out 3 to 4 sunbursts. Get your mouth to working right. Okay, and those used inside of here, and I'm only going to use them once, because one of the best fertilizers other than the sunburst is garlic. Garlic is the best fertilizer. Garlic and fish, but I use garlic because you can grow a lot of garlic if you plant them 4x4. You grow extremely large amounts of garlic. And I only plant 4x4 after I've perfected each plant. So usually I start out a garden one by one plant at a time, and I will perfect that one plant, or I might put up two of the same type. And once I get a perfect plant, then I will start planting 4x4. 4x4 perfect plants, when you sell them, you get at least $10,000 to $20,000. No, you get at least $8,000 to $10,000 for a perfect garden. And then you add in the perfect cheese, perfect eggs, perfect steak, perfect burgers. But you only get to plant those if you're going down the perfect gardening track of Lifetime Challenge. And then if you garden your money trees daily, the amount you get back for them gets larger and larger, but you got to do them daily. Anytime you skip a week without gardening your money trees, it's like it goes back down to where it was. The value of your trees go back down to where it was. Now the thing is, whenever this red line, that's the lights. So you can't plant within the red line. Same as the trees. I do the same with the plants, except for right here on this side, because trees are so close. I will do leaving that one gap in between. And she gets excited because she loves gardening. No matter how much, and that's the valid track, it went green. No matter how much she goes into anything else, her trade is a green thumb gardener. So I'm leaving all of these traits the same, regardless of what all the lifetime challenges she has to go through. It's graduation day. Head down to City Hall to collect your diploma at the graduation ceremony. So the teens will be going to graduation, but the babies will stay here. Mom and Dad will go too. And when we come back, the only teen that won't come back will be Rhodesia. Naima is going into the house with her big brother. And Hakeem and Malik will go into their own house. Yeah. But right now, Big Brother is in the house that I just expanded, forgetting that I was going to move Naima in the house with her. So I'll have to go back and unexpand the house, put back the original house, because Well, I may leave the house expanded. Um, I have a bad habit of monitoring my children, and that's the one thing I'm trying not to do this time around. Because when you do it, in my challenge, it throws off the days and weeks. It'll throw them off. And I'm documenting the day and week in which they've earned the challenge, which they completed a lifetime wish. So I can't go back and forth in the houses. The most I could do is come here and look at my family, which 3 dots mean he either have a wife or he has a wife and children. And looking at this, he married crazy Dory Hart. If you know Sunset Valley, Dory was married to Gus. Gus and Dory were the two crazy people in the world. I mean, cray. All right, and they had one daughter, BB. And why he go marry somebody the same age as his mom and daddy or older than his mother and father? I don't know, but yep. He's married, he's brave, he's a daredevil, light sleeper, easily impressed and handy, and he goes and marry a basket case. I'm praying that they don't have babies, 'cause she has grandkid, Bernice Hart Clavel. Ugh, she married a Clavel. I'm hoping oh no, she's partnered with Buster Clavel. Buster and his wife were the oldest Sims in Sunset Valley. There was only one old couple in Sunset Valley, and that was Buster and his wife. And one other old gentleman was Mr. Alvy, I believe his name was. He had 2 sons. Wow. She is Reed's daughter-in-law. Look at this. Loser, childish, over-emotional, absent-minded, and insane. The daughter came out on a better deal. Technophobic, but she still got better traits than her mama. And a party animal. I can understand why, if your mother and father's crazy, the better thing to do was to party through their stupidity. And this baby, poor baby, never knew love's outdoors and friendly. Granddaughter, she's already in elementary school, so she won't meet his siblings. And then maybe again, she might be there long enough to meet them. Wow. Rashid Jr. I set him up to be an astronaut. And he's an astronaut.